This is your host, Kokeshi McBean. Today we travel to a palace in England, the year 1874. Lord Randolph Churchill and Jenny, his American-born wife, welcome a baby into the world. They name him Winston, then go about their business. 1888, Harrow School, England. Winston is a poor student. He dislikes math, struggles with Latin and Greek, and gets in trouble. But he loves history, and he loves the English language. Churchill's early manhood is full of adventure. 1895, Second Lieutenant Churchill serves in Cuba. 1897, Churchill serves in India. 1898, Churchill fights in the SUDAN. 1899, the Boer War, South Africa. Churchill has been captured by the enemy. He escapes in the night. 9 days later, he reaches freedom. 1900, England. Winston Churchill elected to the British Parliament. He is 26 years old. 1911, Churchill appointed First Lord of the Admiralty. 1915, World War I, the Western Front, France. Lieutenant Colonel Churchill fights in the trenches. But the biggest adventure has yet to begin. 1933, Berlin, Germany. Nazi leader Adolf Hitler takes power in Germany. According to Churchill, don't trust Hitler. Hitler is evil. Great Britain must show strength. We must prepare to fight. If we don't control Hitler now, we will have to fight him later. Through the 1930s, Churchill continues to warn about Hitler and the evil Nazis. Few people listen. British leaders say, if we show Hitler how peaceful we are, he will leave us alone. Churchill, however, remains defiant, says weakness will never defeat evil. 1939, the fighting begins. Germany attacks Poland. Britain and France declare war on Germany. World War II has begun, and only one man can save Great Britain from the evil that will soon engulf the world. Winston Churchill. On May 10, 1940, King George appoints Churchill Prime Minister. Hours later, Germany attacks France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. Winston Churchill stands alone. June 1940, France surrenders to Germany. Hitler now controls most of Western Europe. Only Great Britain remains free. July 1940, the Luftwaffe attacks. German planes have attacked Britain. According to Adolf Hitler, after we defeat the Royal Air Force, Britain will sue for peace or we will invade their island. Across the world, people listen to their radios as Churchill speaks. Things are bad, he says, and we can expect nothing but blood, sweat, and tears. But we will not give in. We will defend our island. We will fight. We will fight on the beaches. We will fight on the landing grounds. We will fight in the fields. We will fight in the streets. We will fight in the hills. We will break for tea, but we will never stop fighting. We will fight no matter the cost. We will fight no matter how long it takes. We will never surrender. Heartened by their leaders' inspiring words, the British people agree. October 1940, the Battle of Britain ends. Thanks to the leadership of Winston Churchill and the bravery of the British people, Hitler has failed to conquer Great Britain. June 1941, Germany attacks Soviet Russia. Germany could not defeat Great Britain, but Great Britain cannot defeat Germany alone. They must have help. That help comes from an unlikely source, the not-so-smart Adolf Hitler. Break to Lord Halibut, Nazi expert with no discernible British accent, Cornwall.
Many people believe Hitler is brilliant. An evil genius, they call him. Hitler is evil, but he's neither brilliant or a genius. He could not defeat Great Britain, and now he has attacked Soviet Russia. Germany has created a new enemy, a powerful enemy.
9 out of 10 German generals agree Hitler is rather stupid. But wait. December 1941, Hitler reaches new level of stupidity. Surprises even Lord Halibut. What does the pea-brain dictator do? He declares war on the United States. Churchill is elated, but being British refuses to jump for joy. Now that the U.S. has joined us, he says, we will triumph. 1945, victory in Europe. After 6 years of death and destruction such as the world has never seen, the war in Europe ends when Germany surrenders. Adolf Hitler is dead. Through the darkest days of the war, one brave man has never wavered. One brave man has stood against the evils of Nazi Germany. One brave man has saved Western civilization. That man is Winston Churchill. Churchill refuses to take credit for the victory. The British nation has the lion's heart, he says. I only gave the roar. Late 1945. With World War II over and Western Europe once again free, how do the British people thank their brave leader? They elect someone else Prime Minister. Churchill's wife is pleased. Saving civilization is tiring. Winston needs some rest. Churchill retires to his home, Chartwell, but Winston seldom rests. He writes a book about the war. He plays with his dogs, he pets his cats, he feeds his swans, and he tends his pigs. I like pigs, he says. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals. Did you know that Winston Churchill is also an artist? Churchill loves to paint, but the war has kept him from his favorite hobby. Now he returns to his art with gusto. When I get to heaven, he tells a friend, I'm going to spend the first 1,000,000 years painting. Born when Victoria was queen, Churchill has lived long enough to experience the Beatles. He has been a war hero. He has filled nearly every office in the British government. He has led Great Britain to victory in World War II, saving Western civilization from unimaginable darkness. He has completed over 500 paintings and has published over 40 books. And no matter how bleak the world has seemed, Churchill has never lost his sense of humor. We are all worms, he once told a friend, but I believe that I am a glowworm. Churchill has known defeat, but he has never been defeated. He has experienced terrible loss, but has never felt sorry for himself. He has never wasted time holding grudges or seeking revenge. He has lived dangerously. But the most amazing thing of all, Winston Churchill has never worn pajamas. Winston Churchill. We may never see his like again. This is Kokeshi McBean for Biotoon News. Can you turn the color back on? This black and white's oppressive. How do people live like that?